you are still trusting them right now. The ones who wear the perfect mask of wisdom, the calm voice, the spiritual glow. You hand them your time, your money, your secrets, your future, and you refuse to see what's really underneath. But in ancient India, one merchant learned the brutal truth the hard way. And once you hear this story, you will never look at the enlightened people in your life the same again. Along the sacred banks of the Ganges, where the river carved through jungle and temple like a blade through illusion, lived a merchant named Arjun. He was no fool. He had built a thriving trade in silks, spices, and rare herbs. His carts rolled heavy through the bustling markets of Varanasi, his name spoken with respect. Yet every night, when the fires died and the stars pressed down like judgment, Arjun felt the same hollow ache. Success without soul, wealth without peace. He was running a race he no longer understood, chasing a version of himself that felt like someone else's dream. One dawn, as mist rose from the river like forgotten prayers, Arjun came upon a man seated beneath an ancient banyan tree. His name was Anand. Tall, serene, robes the color of river stone, eyes that seemed to hold the stillness of 1,000 silent meditations. A small circle of devotees sat at his feet, hanging on every word. Anand spoke of detachment, of presence, of seeing through the great lie of the material world. His voice was velvet thunder, gentle yet commanding, wise yet urgent. Arjun stopped. Something in him cracked open. For the first time in years, he felt truly seen. When Anand turned that piercing gaze on him and said, "You carry the weight of many lives, brother. Sit. Let me show you the path that ends all searching." Arjun obeyed. He sat. He listened. And in that single morning, he gave Anand the one thing more dangerous than gold: his complete trust. In the weeks that followed, Anand became Arjun's guiding light. Every decision in the marketplace now passed through Anand's counsel. "Sell nothing that binds the soul," Anand would whisper. "Give freely to those who walk the true path." Arjun gave. He gave generously. Part of his profits, then larger shares, then entire caravans redirected to support Anand's growing ashram. Business, strangely, flourished. Word spread that the merchant who followed the holy man Anand was blessed. Customers flocked. Rivals stepped aside. Arjun's life appeared transformed, richer, calmer, respected in ways he had never known. He walked the streets with a new posture, repeating Anand's teachings like sacred mantras. For the first time, he believed he was becoming the man he was always meant to be. Years slipped by like the Ganges current. Arjun's devotion deepened into something unbreakable. He built a small shrine in his own home for Anand's daily visits. He introduced his wife and children to the teachings. He even turned down lucrative contracts that Anand deemed impure. The village watched in awe. Here was a man who had found a true master. Anand, for his part, received the adoration with perfect humility. A gentle smile, a bowed head, words of gratitude that made every follower feel chosen. Behind closed doors, when no one watched, Anand's private quarters filled with the finest fruits, the softest cushions, the quiet clink of coins that never seemed to reach the poor he so eloquently praised. But Arjun never saw. He refused to see. The habit of trust had become his skin. Then the first cracks appeared, small, almost invisible, like hairline fractures in a golden idol. During one evening discourse, a young disciple dared to question Anand about a promised teaching that never arrived. Anand's face remained serene, but his voice carried a blade's edge when the disciple was alone later. "Doubt is the voice of the ego," he hissed. "Silence, it'll leave." Arjun heard the story secondhand and immediately defended his master. "He is testing us," he told himself. "True wisdom must be earned." Another time, a merchant from a distant city arrived seeking healing for his dying wife. Anand promised miraculous intervention in exchange for a large donation. The wife died anyway. Anand's explanation was flawless. Her karma was too heavy. "I did all that was possible." Arjun nodded, swallowed the unease, and gave even more the next week. The pattern repeated. Subtle demands for more gold to spread the light. Private outbursts witnessed only by the innermost circle. Teachings that shifted conveniently whenever Anand's comfort was threatened. Yet Arjun's loyalty only hardened. He had invested too much. To question now would mean admitting he had been a fool for years. The forest does not forgive blindness forever. One monsoon season, a powerful bandit lord known as the Shadow Tiger began raiding the trade routes along the Ganges. Caravans vanished. Merchants were found slaughtered or ruined. The king's soldiers were useless. In desperation, the traders turned to Anand. "Holy One," they begged, "use your spiritual power to protect us. Lead a blessed caravan to the sacred temple at Sarnath. Your presence alone will turn away evil." Anand smiled that serene smile and agreed, but only if Arjun personally financed and joined the journey as chief protector. "Your faith," Anand told him privately, "will be the true shield." Arjun felt honored. This was the moment his devotion would prove itself. They set out at first light, 20 carts, armed guards, Anand riding at the front like a living deity, Arjun at his side. The jungle closed around them, thick, humid, alive with unseen eyes. For 2 days the journey was uneventful. Anand's prayers echoed through the trees. The men felt invincible. On the third night, as they camped beside a narrow ravine, the attack came. Torches exploded from the darkness. Arrows whistled. Screams tore the air. The Shadow Tiger's men were not bandits. They were wolves. Within moments, the camp was chaos. Guards fell. Carts overturned. Arjun drew his sword, heart hammering, ready to fight beside his master. But Anand was already running, not with dignity, not with calm detachment. He scrambled on all fours through the mud, robes torn, face twisted in raw animal terror. "Save me!" he shrieked, grabbing Arjun's arm and yanking him backward as a shield. "You owe me everything. Protect your guru!" The holy words were gone. The serene voice had become a donkey's bray. Desperate, selfish, exposed. In that instant, under torchlight and blood and rain, Arjun saw the man he had worshipped for years, not a lion of wisdom, but a frightened beast wearing borrowed skin. Anand's eyes were wide with the same panic he had always preached against. His hands clutched Arjun not in brotherhood, but in cowardice. The bandits closed in. Arjun fought like a man reborn, not for Anand, but for the truth exploding inside him. He roared, sword flashing, driving the attackers back long enough for the surviving guards to regroup. The battle was savage and short. When the last torch died, the jungle fell silent, except for the sound of Anand's whimpering from behind a tree. The mask was gone, shattered. Back in the village 3 days later, the survivors spoke. The story spread like fire across dry grass. Anand's ashram emptied overnight. Devotees who had given their life savings stood in stunned silence as the holy man packed his hidden wealth and slipped away under cover of darkness, never to be seen again. Arjun sat alone by the Ganges at dawn, the river carrying away the last pieces of the life he had built on illusion. The pain was brutal. The shame was worse. He had not been tricked by a stranger. He had tricked himself, year after year, because questioning felt more dangerous than staying blind. Yet, in that shattering, something awakened. Arjun understood at last what the Buddha had tried to teach his monks with this very story. The lion's skin can fool the entire forest, but it can never fool your own soul forever. What you truly are will always speak louder than what you pretend to be. Titles, robes, calm voices, spiritual postures, none of them make a person real. Only the merciless honesty of the present moment can. You are hanging on the same vine right now. There is someone in your life whose mask you are still defending. A mentor, a friend, a guide, a version of yourself you show the world. You have invested too much to admit the truth. The mice are chewing, the tigers are circling, and somewhere in this exact moment, a single wild strawberry of clarity waits. The raw, unflinching recognition that you have been following borrowed light. The only question left is whether you will taste it before the vine snaps. Will you keep trusting the fake people you still defend? Or will you finally rip the skin off and stand as who you truly are?